Hey YouTube, I just took a fat shit.
Hey everybody,
Man up.
I'm Sam.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Will.
And we are
Working
Title.
Blicky.
Jesus Christ.
How did
Falls. For the falls.
We'll get that later.
Guys, this is Disney Plus's Star Wars or Rogue. What the hell is this show even called?
Andor.
This show is
Randall.
Star Wars Andor. This is Season 1, Episode 1,
Casa.
Blanca.
nice?
This might also be Episode 2. Guys, what are we hoping for this show?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't know anything about this. I haven't seen Rogue One.
I've seen it. One of my favorites.
I'm sick of Star Wars shows. They're all mid.
There you go.
I love Rogue One. I really have high hopes for this.
I also really like Rogue One.
Let's get it. Guys, make sure you leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stick around for more Andor. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on the first 3 episodes? Don't spoil because we're going to be catching up in the next 2 days. But do share what you do enjoy about the show already. What are your hopes for it? And check out the show on Disney Plus. Come back and watch it, boys. We're going to punch it.
Ah!
Yes, the Verrazano Bridge.
Rolana 1.
Baby 5.
The year
What
before,
is-
5 years before Christ is born.
I guess so.
Named Luke.
Before Big Year.
It's before the Battle of Yavin.
Yes.
By the way. Sorry.
Why couldn't they have spelled that out? Not that many letters. What the okay.
Red Light District.
Or like the Blue Light District.
Let's go.
Because everything's blue.
I don't know what either of those mean.
Us going into the bars. This place is dead.
Just like the bars we go to.
This is when we walk out.
That is not true.
Some of them. Yes, it is.
And you know that.
Because he's tried.
Yeah.
Garni will help me.
I don't want Garni.
Behave.
Damn.
Oh, she's funny, isn't she?
Star Wars strippers.
Apologies. Looking for something special tonight.
Yo.
Yeah. Yes,
Friend
ma'am.
of mine said there was a good canary working here.
Canary. Let me go and check on that for you.
Bro, mind your fucking business,
Why is his
dude.
hand
Like,
shaking so
just
hard?
drink your fucking drink.
They said he's a cop wannabe.
What?
We all know people like that.
Something funny.
True.
Caleb has a neighbor like that.
What are you? Seriously. Boyfriend, husband?
My sister.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, whoever she is, she's not here. She disappeared.
Damn.
People come and go. You should leave.
Isn't that the point of this
What was
place?
her name?
To come and go?
Nobody here gives their real name.
Those guys are totally gonna jump him.
No dice. Gotta keep moving.
What are those supposed to be?
Like VR ballrooms.
Like, are they just, thriving in some fake experience?
Seems like it.
The ecstasy
They're
of
hitting up the brain
the
dance.
bubble.
They were so far away. Why'd you stop?
Shit.
This feels like Cyberpunk already.
I don't need any surprises.
He's gonna beat the shit up as soon as he feels the gun. Oh.
Oh, that's it.
Ow.
Damn. Come on, beat these little. Thank
Oh.
you.
Oh!
Spine buster.
See, that's good. That's efficient. Do it.
I love him so much.
Tell me what to do, boss.
He's
Oh
dead.
fuck, he's dead from that?
That can be lethal, right?
Yeah.
Right there.
Got a
He
broken
got him in.
nose.
He hit him in the throat.
Wow.
No breathing.
Probably cracked his Adam's apple.
Fellow.
stops breathing.
Taking me up! Hello!
Self-defense. Shut up. You caused this.
Trying to rob me.
Deal with the consequences that you brought on yourself.
I'm going to get there. I'll tell you what happened.
Exactly. Shut the fuck up. Who are you? Shut the fuck up.
I love this. Ah, yes. The darkness is back in Disney Plus. The grit.
I would have shot the other dude just to be safe. He could be faking it. You have no idea.
You've been very busy.
Too many dead, sir. Employees. That's not worth staying up for, then I'm not worthy of the uniform.
Alright.
Have you modified your uniform?
I know him.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
what-
He's from the Vale.
He's the Royce guy from
That
Game
is
of
the voice
Thrones.
on the
Yep.
camera.
That's weird. It's cool.
I know one of these men. Crevice.
It's another reason I wanted to make sure this
Stop.
didn't come to your attention.
He's a squad commander on 4. They're in a brothel, which we're not supposed to have, the expensive one, which they shouldn't be able to afford, a drinking Revenol, which we're not supposed to allow. Both of them supposedly on the job, which is a dismissible offence. They clearly harassed a human with dark features and chose the wrong person to annoy.
This
Dude,
guy's
this
got
guy's
it
smart.
down.
I mean, he was right.
He's
suspect
good.
Rushing to aid someone in.
Hey, Cass. Hey. It's in a hurry. Got some place to be?
Yeah.
Well, not happy to see me. No love for that.
I'm late.
I know. I want my deposit back.
I wish I
Oh
could.
no.
It's in play. Just waiting to hear they're on site. Okay?
Oh
Oh,
no. He's big.
Dude, that
Seriously.
thing is huge.
Gonna let you slip.
Bet. You let him talk you into this?
The subject is money.
I just ask you a question.
Work.
Since you don't take orders from Nurture,
Don't answer.
you need work this bad.
Leave him out of it.
me.
He said all I need to do was stand here.
You keep at it.
I'm messing around.
I hope so.
What?
I'm gonna do a favor and not mention.
He said all I had to do was stand here, man.
Oh,
Look at him.
I like Vetch.
What? He's adorable.
Vetch, his friend. Please bring him on this show.
He looks like Dan from the Slow-Mo Guys a little bit.
Yes. Yes.
That's accurate.
Dan the man.
I also feel like every Dan I've ever met looks like that guy.
That's so unfortunately
Yeah.
true. I have a feeling whatever this is, it's gonna show that the past few days are nothing compared to
His life. And
what his
total.
life was.
Yeah. Cute little kids. And something horrific is gonna happen.
Yeah, to his sister. That shot alone.
Sinister.
Yeah.
Oh my! What the
Damn, that was
fudge?
fast.
Alright, y'all, that was episode 1 of Andor. Very promising. Very promising right off the bat.
Yeah.
Personally, for a pilot. I was very nervous when they dropped 3 back to back. Happy to say that I'm aching for more.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it was I get why. I mean, Grant, we haven't seen 2 or 3 yet.
Yeah.
But I get why they dropped multiple, just because, like, this is a good first episode.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, nothing really happened, but
It's a starter.
yeah, it's a start.
it's a good starter. I can
Yeah, yeah.
I can see, like, I'd just be curious how much happens between 2 and 3, because I feel like at least 1 and 2 could start the journey. I
Yeah.
would imagine. Like, this seems to be like the setup of the problem.
Yeah, the
you
prologue. The prologue of the real story.
Yeah. This sets up the problem, but also we haven't gotten the full backstory on who Cassian is.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
can see that.
I'm super. I like Cassian a lot. I like Rogue One a lot. Well, we won't talk about Rogue One because Adam
Yeah.
hasn't seen it. We'll probably do it for the channel at some point. But it's a great story with a great character, and I think this is like pretty on par so far.
Yeah, that's a cool way to frame it. Like, if these, you normally get 10 episodes nowadays with like premium shows, so it's cool if this is like episode 1 and 2 before the 10 is the prologue setup to start the real journey. But I mean, I felt like this was, all things considered, for 40 minutes pretty quick.
Yeah.
I felt like it went by faster than like most things we watch, weirdly enough. I like the tone. I like the shift. It's a lot darker. Caleb said cyberpunk. Yeah, I can kind of see it. It feels like Rogue One too, a tiny bit. Like it feels like we could get there over time.
Yeah.
And I like that. It doesn't. It feels removed from Star Wars. Weirdly enough.
Yeah.
As I was watching it, I was like, you get so used to Star Wars having too many, like, they feel like the need to have to make reference to a Jedi at some point, otherwise the show's not good. But it's like, we're talking about Coruscant that has a population of 1 billion alone. Surely there's people out there that will not hear about the Jedi in their lifetime.
Yeah.
I'm down for a story that feels pretty removed, but has qualities of Star Wars in it. And this feels like that pretty much right now.
And this is like a good era, too, of like not... It's explored for like super Star Wars nerds. Not saying that not saying that Star Wars nerds wouldn't necessarily watch like Star Wars Rebels, but I feel like for the most part they wouldn't. And I mean, other than that, and Rogue One, do we have anything other than that before New Hope, between Revenge of the Sith, Solo, you know, Obi-Wan show, but that's pretty recent too.
Yeah.
But this is like a cool era that doesn't get touched too much up until the past like 4 or 5 years. So.
Yeah, at least with the people that will influence the original trilogies, like the big characters, or I should say the ensemble cast. You don't get to touch on the characters that are behind Luke, Han, and Chewie, and what they did leading up to, other than, as you said, Rebels, which is why I was talking about Star Wars, because that show has Jedi and all the things that you would expect from Star Wars, but not all of the background works of how we get from Revenge to A New Hope.
For sure. Yeah.
You start off on a rather rainy planet with weird bubbles and pretender cops and not strippers.
Yeah. I think they made it seem like all the planets are all related to this like corporate,
like a system.
Yeah, Morlon 1 or something like that. It all seems to be. I don't know if they're all the same planet or they're like clusters of planets. I mean, he definitely left the planet when he took that ship. Like after he murdered those 2 dudes. I wouldn't say murder. It was self-defense and 1 murder.
Self-defense realized the other one he's gonna have to cover up, kill him.
But these are all under the same system and the same corporation that is like controlling this area. That ultimately does report to the Empire.
Enough so that when he went to a completely different planet, he was like, "We're gonna have to make up a story right now, just in case, because people might come asking."
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it seems like he is on the hunt for his sister. And in the process of trying to find his sister, he pissed off 2 sentry guards, and they tried to press him for money, and as a result of that, he killed one on accident and then murdered the other one to cover up his trail.
Yeah. Without talking about Rogue One things, Adam, what is your first impressions of Mr. Andor?
Cassian, I like him. He looks like Pedro
Pascal.
Yeah.
Like a skinny bearded version.
Shorter version too. I mean, you guys might correct me, or maybe we'll find out as we continue to watch. I feel like, I don't know, the way he's on the move, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. There's something like deeper going on than him just trying to get away from killing 2 guys.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I got so far on that.
Well, I'll say just on a surface level, he's definitely into some deep crap, because as we saw, every single person he comes in contact with, he's easily had connections with them, and to some degree has had to use them to get something to find. It seems the sister is his goal. So, like, he has relations that are not going too well.
No.
There's a past with a lot of characters he has, even as much as the droid. That's very malfunctioning.
I'm getting suspense vibes.
Dysfunction.
From this first episode.
Yeah.
And I also have the same feelings I did for the first Moon Knight, where I don't know if you two remember, I was very pissed that I didn't know what was going on in the first episode, and I kind of got that vibe in this episode. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
But I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but yeah, I'll continue to watch this. I'm down.
yeah. I like that. With like, yeah, I like seeing that every person he has encountered with has turned some, some foul business has happened. Whether it was a bad deal, borrowed money that he hasn't paid back, kind of shows like where he's at in his life.
Yeah.
And the things he's had to do to survive. I think part of it, is definitely to find the sister, but also just the way everyone's talking to him. Like, he's definitely, like, just kind of lived a low life for, at least in his adult years. I mean, we see in the flashback that
He's part of a tribe.
He was part of, like, a local tribe, to a relatively unmonitored planet.
Definitely. I mean, they're excited. They're passed around like a canteen. Like,
They're
it's
all-
obviously things that have been like left here by someone else outside.
A
of this
traveler
group.
or something,
Oh, I thought they were just passing them around because they're going to go on a far journey.
I mean,
Well,
and
that ship's far as far.
I don't see any parents. They're wearing clothes that are bigger than their own selves, like vests of what you would think is like regimented outfits. Like that look like vests for like starfighter, like soldiers.
Their vests that they're wearing look like some of the vests, like the girl's boyfriend with the Irish accent. Looked like he was wearing the exact same vest.
Sure. Yeah. If
So
I had to take a guess, maybe they scavenge. Maybe the ships fall out of the sky, and these are the opportunities they take to hunt down the people and take their stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe because they're parents. I did you see any adults?
No, I did not.
No,
This
I
is
mean,
like
everybody seemed like either like old teenagers or
Yeah.
children.
like kids.
Yeah, if I have to
What's
spitball,
that,
if I had to spitball, maybe children survived some war, parents are all gone, and now they kill whoever falls out of the sky. Seems like it's a ritual because the kid came up to the fire, and it seemed like there was a set of people that normally go out, and now he's included. So if I had to take a guess, maybe we'll see what they normally do to defend themselves, and maybe this is the instance.
Yeah.
Is that book Lord of the Flies, where all the kids are on their island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Have to like make themselves their own little hierarchy to survive.
yeah, and this is 6 years before Yavin.
Yeah.
So, roughly, how old do you think he's supposed to be? As a kid, he's probably like 12 or 13. So, I don't know how old he's going to be at the time of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's also hard because, to me, he looks... I know he's supposed to be younger than when we see him in Rogue One, but he looks older. Because in real life, 6 years have passed.
He has
so-
a big beard too. In
Yeah.
Rogue One, he has kind of a small beard. It's
Yeah.
not thick like that.
Yeah.
Um,
He looks like how old he's supposed to be at like IRL time, not like de-aged
Yeah.
by like 6 years or whatever.
What is the what was BBY again? Battle of
Before
Battle
of
of
Yavin.
Yavin.
what battle was Yavin?
The year Death Star gets destroyed is like
Return of the Jedi.
Star Wars.
Oh,
date.
okay.
Yeah. No, it's not Return of the Jedi. It's
A New
it's
Hope. A New Hope.
Yeah.
When Luke destroys the
Oh,
first,
the first one.
the first one. Sorry, the first,
First one.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
Yavin. Endor.
The second
Oh, that's
one.
Andor.
Andor
I
was
was,
the second
yeah, I
one.
got those mixed up.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's confusing. They never really talk about BBY in like the show. It's just kind of there, but like unless you're like a hardcore fan, they don't really use that. I feel like you see that more in games.
That's why I was saying, why didn't they just spell
Spell
it
it
out
out.
for people who are like, even if they're not, even people who are like, what the fuck was Yavin? At least you'd be able to like, someone would be able to timeline it for you instead of being like, this is 6 BBY. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Or you might
They-
think it's just the name of a planet because the planets have such weird names.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or like the coordinates is 6 BBY on your ship.
Well,
Yeah.
perhaps they were hoping that people like me and Will would help everyone
For
else.
sure. Yeah, BBY is just A New Hope.
Yeah.
Zero BBYs in a New Hope. So
Bebo.
it's always...
Day one.
Yeah.
So after New Hope, a whole new year started. Or
And it's just...
It's just a timeline.
It's
to
how they...
show
I mean,
when-
considering the show is like... considering this universe is older than any of us can fathom, it's just like how in human time there's BC, BCAC, whatever,
AD,
you know.
whatever.
AD.
Or AD, yeah.
I know Domini.
You choose a big event and you set the dates off of that, and then everything predating that.
Okay.
So,
But
Christ
it takes
is
place
born.
long ago, and you're saying this universe is. What'd you say?
I'm sa-
The wine.
I'm not high, I swear.
The wine has hit Adam.
No.
More wine.
Okay.
All I'm saying is Christ's birth is a big event in history, so calendars, the Catholic Church made that. After death, before the death of that prophet,
And
or
zero
your
is
God.
the origin point.
And this, the Messiah, is
After-
a new hope.
Okay, after a new
Basically,
hope.
the Messiah is
year
as soon as
zero.
the missiles go into the
This
Death
is-
Star, blow it up.
I mean, in reality, it's a galaxy that's been around for trillions of years.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be like, this is year 9,000 or 9,385,000,000,000.
No, I got that.
That's the whole reason why they do the BBY stuff. I would imagine because it's relevant for us.
No.
Plus, also, I'm sure George Lucas and them were like, we don't even know what year it's supposed to be, so let's just make it
Long time
relevant to
ago.
2007.
Everything that happens after this fight.
Well, no, just hearing you say this universe is.
I said it's older than we can fathom.
Yeah, but then all the movies start with a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they're not wrong. It is a long time ago. Could be any long time.
Yeah. Then another big portion of the story was the Imperials, or the pre-Imperials,
Yeah,
or just a group of people that are
That's just
monitoring
the security
system.
for the corpo.
Yeah, they're not pre-Imperials because he's going to report
Yeah, to the Imperials. Yeah, they dropped that.
Like the
third
Empire's,
party group.
I mean, the Empire's been around for
14 years.
How
How old is Luke supposed?
15 years.
15 years, 15 years or something like that. So I mean, like they're not like new. It's not like they've never been here before. We have to go
You're right.
report to overlords.
You're right.
It's just that they rule over this area.
Section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have I don't even know what the guy's name is.
Lord Royce and stick up the butt.
The he called him the
Inspector.
deputy inspector. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the deputy inspector really cares to solve these murders, while
Director could give two shits.
yeah, the Sir Royce is like, nah, we're good.
Here's the alibi for this criminal that we don't know yet.
And I have to go report on crime to the Imperials, so we're not going to make this a bigger deal than it is.
That was cool though. How he said like, it keeps the Empire away from us.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
Which and that's a great reason to just
That is
be
a
like,
very good reason.
fuck it.
People will die if
Yeah.
the Empire shows
But
up.
this dude, as you said, stick out the butt. Empire.
Seeming
Probably one day.
Darth
Empire.
Vader wants you. Some people.
It's
want
not
it.
about Empire. It's about that he cares about his
Yeah.
corporation. He's trying to be righteous and be.
I know, he's trying to do the right thing. Yeah, I got that, but still.
Even though the director's like, yeah, that guy was like the worst person I've ever met.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like actually everyone I ever met hated him, so it's kind of okay that he's gone.
he should have died years ago.
He should have
That's what I
died
said.
so long
And
ago.
he had it down to a T. He's profiling a darker dude and chose the wrong guy to mess with.
Yeah,
He is
all
dead.
that stuff-
Let's move on.
All that stuff, he didn't make that up. That's him pointing out details. Like he was saying, those guys were on the clock at a brothel, which they're not supposed to be. They're on the clock.
Drinking,
drinking,
sitting
which they
around.
can't afford. They're at a place they cannot
Yeah.
afford.
I mean,
Yeah.
He wasn't making that up.
No, the fact of the matter
He's
is
pointing out facts.
he knows. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say like he has it all down to a T. Whether
I got
I don't
it.
know if he knew
Yeah.
the info or not, but regardless, he pinned it all
He-
down perfectly.
He understands the corruption of the people that he is dealing with, or the lower people that he's dealing with.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
these guys, their salary is not enough to be paying for a brothel or the drinks that they're drinking. They clearly followed some guy that was, easy to pick on, whether it was supposed to be like he's a minority or clearly it was just because they were pissed off because the guy was laughing at them.
Yeah.
But
They picked a fight with the wrong guy.
They picked a fight with the wrong guy. They probably were shaking him down for money because how else are they,
Paying
because
for that.
the dude said he was, they were like, well, funny enough, 300 credits is just enough to
Yeah.
pay off your fine, your towing fee, and our personal fee.
Yeah.
That's them taking the cut of whatever they should have done, which in reality, I'm sure they aren't supposed to do anything. So he just, Royce, we'll know his name eventually, I'm sure. But he just knows how that game is played. So
And he's
he
just
calls
choosing
it.
not to investigate.
Yeah.
Because it's not worth it. The only thing that he's missing out on is the fact that the younger kid is right about how investigating even the minute things could lead to something grander, which we are aware of. He is not. He's just being a pain and trying to investigate every single thing, I'm sure, in his life. And Royce could care less
Yeah.
because
Yeah, pick
of
your battles.
Empire.
Yeah.
It doesn't even seem like big battles. He just seems like he just doesn't want involvement, which I missed that part. I didn't know he said that about the Imperials, but that makes sense. He just doesn't want Vader and company being Vader.
Well, it's like they don't want to show that their people are corrupt, but he also doesn't want to show that like we're having problems here that we can't control.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I'm excited to find follow an antagonist as well. It's always exciting in stories. So
I was gonna say we got our bad guy right there. Yeah. The deputy inspector.
Yeah. And then the remainder...
Annoying man.
And then really the remainder of the show was getting to meet what could potentially be a ragtag group of misfits all in their own little works of life. We met Bix, a mechanic, and her boyfriend Tim/Dan.
Timmy.
2 M's.
Tim with 2 M's, yes.
Timmy 2 M's.
Andor has a little dysfunctional droid with a little stutter and
E2
bad
emo.
battery.
EMO.
Yeah. He had a friend who was a miner, I forget the guy's name, who's basically his alibi.
I forgot his name already. I knew it, and then I forgot it.
It's like Rosso or something like that.
Rasa.
And then we got 2 like sharks. They're not that, but like two lone sharks trying to get them money.
Vetch and Churchney
and Nurchi. Vetch, just kind of there for a little.
Just there to stand.
They told me to stand here.
And then the guy who owned the ship.
He was guard. He's just a
guard.
He
landed.
Lock guard. He's a lock guard of the ships.
But even him could potentially, like, I could see scenarios where everything goes to hell and all these groups have to like hop into a ship and leave one day.
But basically, Cassian's mission, to sum it up in simple terms at this point, is he's trying to get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
So he is going through, covering his tracks. You know, he changed the logs on the ship to make it seem like the ship didn't go anywhere. And he's also got something secret that he's some, special Empire part that he's trying to sell to this secret buyer so he can get enough money to get out of town.
Yeah.
And supposedly this guy, wants to see, or like really wants to meet him. Yeah. And has been wanting to meet him through the Blix girl. I think I have an idea of who it might be, but I don't want to say.
Lando.
Because it might be a spoiler.
Pirate. What's the pirate's name from Clone Wars?
Hondo.
It's not Hondo.
It's gonna be
Hondo.
If it's not Hondo, I'm not watching this.
Unironically, we've asked for Hondo every single show that we've done on this channel.
I shouldn't say it because now it's just gonna
It's
curse.
just a bit, yeah.
It's gonna curse the show and it's gonna ruin everything.
It's Hondo.
But
that's my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. I like to see they definitely left. I was just talking about the last show we were watching. Shows need cliffhangers sometimes to keep interest, and this was definitely one. The kids were going to look for a ship that landed, and the tone was kind of dark in nature. The music was not really vibing, and I think death will be upon us next episode.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts?
Final thought. I like how consistent the show's writing so far feels to like Rogue One, where it's like very dark comedic.
Yeah.
It's innate, like it's dark funny, I guess.
Yeah, it's dark comedic, but it's like, I know somebody said gritty earlier. I think that like it just kind of fits.
He did the thing.
It just kind of fits like this. It fits who Cassian is, or what we know of him so far, to be a little bit more of an edgier character. Me personally, I won't go to it. Maybe later in the show I'll go deeper on this. But I feel like this is what we should get more of Han Solo.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
So.
R2?
I don't know. They showed a refrigerator for like one episode in Obi-Wan.
Oh, they just...
And never
showed it. The new droid is in it.
Emo. Cause
B2
tonight
emo.
will be the night that I will fall.
Man, I was going to say this in last night's recording. I fucking hate these dark shows. Because I just see you two right now.
Is that so bad, Adam?
No, it's not that bad, but I can't see myself and I'm a narcissist.
Whoa, wow. What? Wait. What if
that
this
looks like the place where the Bad Batch
rescued
that guy?
This can't be... early day Kessel, right?
No.
No, that can't be. No. It's like that though. They're mining.
Doesn't that look like the place where they rescued the guy from the Bad Batch who's like a schizo dude? That's an awesome job.
He commits to it too. He took a stance and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He hyped himself up. He's like, yeah, I fucking killed that shit.
It's like, wait.
I killed that shit.
Pause. Emote. Bang.
Cool ninja pose. Yeah.
Well, damn, that gave that one away.
That's like the Liam Neeson movie where he's on the airplane reading the text messages.
Unstoppable?
Unstoppable. It's also like the Social
I haven't
Network
seen that
movie.
one.
So,
Oh, that's a good movie.
It's so weird to see that in Star Wars.
Unstoppable's good.
What?
Oh, it's that message.
You can speak now.
Read it.
We're looking for
More authority is seeking a Canary male resident of Ferrex for questioning. Citizens with any information should contact the Preox Morlana Security HQ without any delay.
Well, the jig is up. I assume you're the only Canary in the area.
If we're making a list, we're making a list.
It's all you women I'm worried about.
Stop!
There's something they don't even know.
Bubba Bix.
Mix has nothing to do
You told these three more bastards about Canary.
I feel like Tim is gonna snitch because he seemed like he knew.
Two guys jumped me and went too far.
How far is too far?
I killed him.
They're shaking me down. I won't forget this.
Oh no, Tim is spying.
Tim, man, mind your business. I know you're
That's
doing the
his
right
girl.
thing. I know you're doing the right thing, but you're ruining the plot, dude.
No,
He's drinking out of like a glass flask. How
Yeah.
loud is that?
don't go.
He's going to. He must.
I can already. I don't even know what this is, but I can tell this is like the snitch station.
My ex is macking on a Canary male.
Cassian Andor.
Well, there you go.
This was a typical
Alright,
Probably
time
someone
to run.
This guy's face is so funny.
his.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. She's gonna snitch too.
It looks like she got brought in.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Drink or
No, I've had enough.
Lucky for Tim, the room is already dimly lit.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
I just saw a wide man and
Yeah.
assumed it was Royce.
Sergeant Linus Moss got your service on.
Mosk.
2 men dead. Line of duty. Colleagues. It's outrageous.
exactly. The thought of anything less than full engagement on a case like this.
Unconscionable, son.
Unconscious.
Dereliction of duty at the minute.
Did we just become best friends?
Yes. Dereliction of duty. Dude, this guy's great.
Take it slow. The way you see.
I'll pass along your kind words to the chief inspector.
By the way, I'm about a quarter chub right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That got so fucking weird, dude.
Yes, that is exactly what we need.
Exactly what I said.
What do they call it again?
I don't remember.
It had a very long name.
Whatever it is, it's Imperial and
Yeah.
Worth a shit ton of money, it sounds like.
Alright, what do you think we're gonna see? What kind of people?
Oh no. It's taking forever. I just want to see it.
Where's Grandpa?
Listen here, kid.
It's leaking some gas.
I guess it shouldn't be a what, but who?
Yeah. Yeah. And I see what you mean now, Sam. Like, look like they're wearing like pilot uniforms that are like scrounged together.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's just a Sith starts. It better be, it better be a good payoff. Making us wait this long.
Landings and
It's just Grogu.
a longer walk this
That'd be
time.
actually cool.
The shuttle will be
Wouldn't make sense, but I guess it would still be cool.
Is this the buyer?
Fond Wait. The Bootstrap Bill character. I recognize the Becky O'Head.
Oh,
Skarsgård?
Yes. Yeah. Adult version.
Is it Bill?
I think it's Bill Skarsgård. Which makes 100% now why they would call him Bootstrap Bill.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. William Turner's my son.
William. Yeah, buddy. Come on, buddy. Kill it.
Bro.
Let's have a talk.
Menacingly after
I didn't
sex.
like those positions last night. We're gonna change it up.
Couldn't sleep.
We're gonna do the TIE Fighter, then the Star Destroyer, and then we're gonna finish with the Death Star.
Tummy of calf.
Why do we need comms?
I love
Just
this
come and
droid.
tell me.
He's trying his best.
I love when droids actually speak instead of having their droid language. It's so much
Beep
better.
boop.
Yeah. Of course, you climb through the window.
He's got a Bantha toy. That's cool.
Oh, is that the staff from when he was? Yeah, it looks like it's one of those Kenari staffs, or the ones the Kenari kids were holding.
So who is she? Like a adopted mom?
Foster mom.
Maybe she's the one he runs into here. I don't know.
Oh, he's moving. We gotta move her. He's got a gun. I bet you those staffs are blow darts too.
Oh! Bro!
Look at that.
Yeah.
He just got up and started to blast. Oh. Die! Get him in the neck. Oh, I don't like little things. Oh, it's so gross. That took way too many.
Numb!
You know anybody from Canary?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
I'm wearing a shirt that says I'm from Canary.
Whoa!
Right, gentlemen.
Wow.
The car
Imagine this is the result of just killing two random soldiers that an inspector didn't, or a chief didn't even care about.
Can't imagine a team I'd rather share with than all of you.
Nice.
Woo.
I feel hype.
There's no room for doubt on the path to success.
Justice.
Yeah!
Best of luck to us all.
He just needs one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
One guy.
Alright then, carry on.
I don't hope this happens, but I think it'd be really funny if they all just stabbed him in the back. Like, the Royce told us to leave this alone, just shoot him.
Well, I was gonna say like, you're off the team. When they get there, you're off the team. Royce said you're out.
Yeah. Is this the
I
buyer?
think it's got to be the buyer.
You don't really get drums in the Star Wars like this ever. Next episode. What the fudge? Since this is something we don't normally do, and we're doing 2 episodes in this reaction, we're just going to take a little quick break before we hop into the 3rd episode, and quickly, one by one, share our personal thoughts on what we thought of the episode, starting with Andor.
I feel like it's just about the same as the first episode. I feel like nothing has really happened. Just more of prepping to get out of Dodge and Inspector going against his general. That was one of the funniest parts, is him meeting the new guy.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Man, I wonder why Tim is like going against his girl. You know? Very curious about that.
I think.
Well, he's not going against. I don't know.
Well, I think
I don't
because
know what to think of that.
last episode they kind of made it seem like Cassian was like an old fling of that girl.
Oh.
Because like when he when he brought it up and he was like, "Man, she's a tough cookie to deal with,"
Oh,
and he was like,
yeah.
"I'm sick of hearing that."
Forgot
at this point.
that.
Like, so You know, I think that's kind of where that's coming from. But anyways, continue.
But I'm more intrigued than the first episode, I will say.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm enjoying the flashbacks too. The flashbacks are pretty damn cool. That's all I got.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I agree too. I'm definitely interested. I do feel like these are just little teases back to back. I am glad that we are watching the first 3 in the course of 2 days so that it's speedy and not like 1 per week. I would definitely be more critical if I had to wait 3 weeks for these episodes. So I will change my statement. I think it was on a different show that I was saying I got a little nervous when I heard they were dropping 3 in 1 day because to me I just feel like that's because they're scared of what the reception will be. But now seeing this, like, I can understand why they wanted to release 3. Personally, I feel like they should have just I might change my mind after we see the 3rd episode, but maybe just do an hour and 20-minute episode or something like that. Like condense it and make like a little mini movie for the pilot and then do the 10 episodes. We'll see how I feel by the end when we finish The Reckoning. But I'm definitely liking it. I like the characters. I think the acting is actually really great.
It is. Have they always had that many like European actors in a show in Star Wars?
Star Wars, I mean, the Imperials tend to be like British.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's something about the Brits that just gives evil to Americans. Well, I suppose I don't know.
Some of them are Irish or Scottish, and they're pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any complaints. I think the only thing that I'm not too fond of is I would like the pace a little bit faster, but other than that, I'm having a fun time. I do like the idea of flashbacks. Yeah. Once again, another thing that I think they're drawing out, but I would assume we're a reaction channel. We watch these and we talk after. I would assume you watch these 3 episodes and you get all your answers in the immediacy of those 3, just to give context to who Andor is if you haven't seen Rogue One. Because I'm sure there's people who are watching this who haven't seen that. So they're trying to do a little fill in the blank, which is unique because we will get to know your thoughts having not seen Rogue One by the end of this first season.
Cassian's already like my favorite character.
And
aesthetic wise, and
I don't think I have much else to say in regards. I think I'm most interested in the flashback right now because I know where we are in current day will get more exciting as we continue.
I mean, cool episode, solid. Everyone's acting is phenomenal. Pretty good. I like Cassian's character prior to even watching this, so it's just adding more to him. The flashbacks are interesting. Now we know that, we got a little bit of information in this. Like, now we know Kenari was a Imperial mining operation planet that went wrong. Yeah. So basically everyone died there.
And it's completely toxic.
Yes. Which makes sense with, like, the people wearing, like, the Imperial, or I'm guessing those were Imperial guys, or, like, miners, like, wearing the masks and, like, being yellow in the skin.
Yeah. I wonder if Canaris have a built-in immunity because it seems like they're fine.
Yeah, I would imagine they do.
I'm curious if that ship came from an entirely different planet, or did it come from this planet, Canary, and just crashed?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell because like when he was young, him was looking over the mine. It looked like it was all destroyed. You know what I mean? Already.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that scene.
But yeah, so that's my thought on that. I just don't like. If the show's not going to be good enough to release if the episodes aren't like compelling enough to release week by week, I think that you just should either need to make it better or change your thought process. Like you said, make like a movie long episode or something like for the pilot. That way we just get everything we can. I mean, it's like at the end of the day, it's like you have all the autonomy and control as a streaming service. There's all of these episodes are 42 minutes, 32 minutes, 35 minutes. Like, every one of the Disney shows that they've done, whether it be Marvel or Star Wars, are all different lengths always. And even Netflix does it, like with Stranger Things. Like, they released a bunch of episodes, and they're like, hour 20 minutes, 90 minutes, 45 minutes. Like, it just varies in length depending on what they want to cover in the episode. You don't have to meet some requirement of commercials and TV and time slots. So it's like, why waste the time to make 3 episodes that people are going to have to like... Because to me, it's like, if I'm not a huge Star Wars fan and I want to get into something, like I'm gonna look at that and be like, that's not as interesting to me.
Yeah.
So like, why am I watching it? You know what I mean? If the first, a lot of people are like that. If the first 2 episodes don't catch their eye, they're not gonna watch it. I'm a Star Wars nerd, so I'm gonna watch this till it's dead. Like I'm gonna keep watching it no matter what. But the first 2 episodes were like relatively dry content wise, other than just like kind of like pushing the same story that we already got in episode 1.
Yeah.
So I would just like them to not do that. I'm really hopeful for once we get to episode 4, which came out today,
To see like the difference.
to see the difference and see like, okay, well now we're doing week by week. Now the expectation is for it to all be like really, really well put together.
Do you think there will be weeks where they drop 2?
I would hope not.
Okay.
If there is, then
We can guess what's going to happen.
yeah, I mean it'll basically be one episode's worth of story in 2 episodes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
About it. So
I'm also loving the. I think there is some stories building up a little bit, especially with the inspector.
yeah,
I can't wait to see where that's going to go.
me
Yeah.
too. I'm interested in him.
and sex is low key canon now in the universe.
Who would have known?
Who would have known?
We're
This is the show that brings it in.
Oh, I was actually wondering that. I was like, what is the craziest thing we've seen in regards to that, other than Padme's like boobies almost popping out of that black dress when.
Or like Leia and
Leia's bikini
Yeah.
is spectacular.
I just remember watching Attack of the Clones as a kid, and Anakin's like sweating over the fireplace, looking at Padme.
Oh yeah.
I want you to love me.
Yeah.
Guys, if you made it to this point, make sure to leave a like. Let us know your thoughts on episode 1 of Andor. Try not to spoil. We're going to be catching up as quick as we can. And hope you guys are enjoying these videos. We'll see you in the next one. Punch it.
Bye!